Killed by the bullet or teachers with bullets. James Rogers in the fall of 1753 was shot by his friend Ebenezer Eyre, who had mistaken him for a bear with a .75 caliber musket ball fired from a Brown Bess long gun. James was wearing a bear coat, hat and gloves going to greet Ebenezer for the start of hunting season. 2 of the King's men killed on April 19, 1775 at Concord Bridge, Concord, Massachusetts, below the home of Captain David Brown, 2 blocks south of the Fenn School. The .75 caliber musket ball fired from a Brown Bess and infamously known as the shot heard around the world. Hear me good? Meriwether Lewis was assassinated on October 11, 1809. A suicide cannot shoot himself in the head and chest. Private Christopher Darius Gorman, June 6, 1864. Battle at Lake Chickett, Arkansas. At 18 years old was shot with a .58 caliber mini ball. It entered his left arm and shoulder and exited through his right shoulder blade. Lived to 86. Married a great-great-granddaughter of James Rogers listed above. Abraham Lincoln on April 16, 1865 was assassinated. He was shot in the back of the head by John Wilkes Booth at Ford's Theater. Booth was shot and killed on April 26, 1865. James Butler, Wild Bill Hickok on August 2, 1876 was shot in the back of the head with a Colt .45 by Jack Mack. Call a teacher with a rope was hung on March 1, 1877 in Yanktown. President James Abram Garfield was shot on July 2, 1881 and died September 19, 1881 from infection from the wound. Billy the Kid was shot by Pat Garrett on July 14, 1881. Jesse James was shot in the back of the head by Robert Ford on April 3, 1882. Elton John has a song titled, "Like a Bullet in the Gun" of Robert Ford. Ira Maybelle Shirley Reed Belle Starr, unsolved shotgun death February 3, 1889, unknown if she was ambushed or if her own double-barrel shotgun accidentally discharged. Vincent van Gogh shot himself in the chest with a revolver on July 29, 1890. Chief Sitting Bull was murdered by Sioux tribal police on December 15, 1891. One shot him in the back of his chest, the other shot him in the head. William McKinley assassinated on September 5, 1901. Pat Garrett ambushed and murdered on February 29, 1908, but nobody was convicted. Archduke Franz Ferdinand assassinated on June 18, 1914, starting World War I. Valentine's Day Massacre, a Chicago mob hit on February 14, 1929, Chicago. George Eastman shot himself in the heart on March 14, 1932. He left a note reading, "To my friends, my work is done, why wait?" G.E. Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow were famously ambushed on May 23, 1934. Benjamin Bugsy Siegel was killed in a mob hit. He was shot with a .30 caliber carbine through a window by an unknown hitman on June 20, 1947. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi assassinated with a pistol at close range with 3 bullets to his chest on January 30, 1948. Ernest Hemingway woke up on July 2, 1961, watched the sun come up and shot himself in the forehead with a shotgun he used to hunt birds. John F. Kennedy assassinated in Dallas, Texas on November 22, 1963. Lee Harvey Oswald shot and killed shortly after. Malcolm X assassinated February 21, 1965. Yitzhak Rabin assassinated on November 4, 1965. Martin Luther King assassinated on April 4, 1968. Robert F. Kennedy assassinated on June 5, 1968. Pierre Laporte assassinated in October 1970. Harvey Milk assassinated on November 27, 1978. John Lennon assassinated in front of his home on December 8, 1980. Ronald Reagan shot by John Hinckley on March 30, 1981, he survived. Montana Governor Forrest H. Anderson July 20, 1989 shot himself. Sammy Weaver age 14 was shot by federal agents on August 21, 1992 at Ruby Ridge, Idaho. The next day, August 22, 1992 federal agents shot his mother, Vicki Weaver, in her front door while holding her baby. Vince Foster Jr. political assassination staged as a suicide on July 20, 1993 in Washington, D.C. Kurt Donald Cobain shot himself on April 5, 1994. He sung, "I Don't Have a Gun." Alexander Litvinenko assassinated on November 1, 2006. Benazir Bhutto assassinated on December 27, 2007. Osama bin Laden dispatched to hell on May 2, 2011. Lavoy Finicum ambushed and murdered by federal agents on January 26, 2016. Forrest Burke Fenn, September 7, 2020. He went exactly how, where, and when he wanted to. Hemingway taught him how. Forrest was just cleaner about it.